Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Sleepless Shepherd Ministry. You gotta get used to saying that; it's a different name now. I'd like to talk to you a little bit tonight about going out and witnessing. I know I've talked to you many times on this subject, but the other night I was out witnessing, and we were passing out tracts. Actually, we were passing out these tracts, the Santa Claus tracts. You can get them at Living Waters, and they're really good around Christmas time. Because a lot of people just take them, because it has Santa Claus on, and then they have the gospel on the back. But we were passing out tracts, and I ran into this one guy, and I was talking to him about the gospel, and he said, "Oh, I'm an atheist. I don't believe in God." And I said, "So you're not worried about the afterlife?" And he said, No. But you're prepared, right? Because I don't really care. See, that's just really sad to me, because when he gets to heaven, he's gonna try to make up excuses, saying, "Oh, well, I didn't know anything," but it says in Romans 1:20, "For the invisible things of him from the creation of the world are clearly seen, being understood by the things that are made, even his eternal power and Godhead, so they that are without excuse." When you get to heaven, there's going to be no excuses. You're not going to be able to say, "Oh, well, somebody told me this," or "I thought that." That isn't going to work. You know there's a God out there, and he deserves your worship, your praise, and your servitude. He just does. And using excuses down here, you can try that all you want, but it ain't going to do any good when you get to heaven. So, if there's any atheists watching this, I urge you to search out God and remember that you're not going to have an excuse. And all the Christians that are watching this, we need to go out and we need to witness. We need to bring people and explain to them why they're not going to have an excuse, and explain how they can end up in hell. And it made me and my wife really sad when we heard this, when this guy was saying this. We were like, how can he be that way? But there's going to be people willingly ignorant that they just don't want to learn.